Hello kids! In this video, we're going to learn static electricity. But before we start, let's try this. What happens when objects are rubbed together? Things needed: plastic comb, balloons, cloth, paper, string. What happens when objects are rubbed together? Place a plastic comb near some small pieces of paper. What happens? Run the comb quickly through your dry hair. Then place the comb near the small pieces of paper again. What happens? What happens when objects are rubbed together? Place an inflated balloon near your hair. What happens? Run the balloon with cloth. Then place the balloon near your hair again. What happens? What happens when objects are rubbed together? Tie a string on each of the two inflated balloons. Use a hand to hold the string of the balloons. What happens? Rub the two balloons with a cloth. Hold them close together. What happens? Static electricity. When we comb our dry hair with plastic comb, our hair and the plastic comb become electrically because they are rubbed against each other. Electrical charges built up from the rubbing of objects are known as static electricity. As we can see from the picture above, the hair repels or pushes each other when it is combed with a plastic comb. There is a force that makes them repel each other. This force is a non-contact force or distance force, as the hair does not have to touch each other for the force to be extended. There are two types of electrical charges on an object, namely the positive charge and the negative charge. When the number of the positive charges is equal to the number of negative charges, the overall charge on an object is neutral. For example, the overall charges on a glass rod and a piece of silk cloth are neutral, and they do not attract or repel each other. When the glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, the negative charges on the glass rod move to the silk cloth. There are more positive charges left on the glass rod. Therefore, the glass rod becomes positively charged. The silk cloth has excess of negative charges which it gains from the glass rod. Therefore, it becomes negatively charged. As the two objects have opposite charges, they attract each other. The buildup of electrical charges on the two objects that are rubbed together depends on their materials. In the earlier activity, if a piece of woolen cloth is used to rub a plastic rod, the negative charges from the woolen cloth will move to the plastic rod. The plastic rod will have more negative charges than positive charges. The plastic rod becomes negatively charged. The woolen cloth will be left with more positive charges, and it becomes positively charged. The two objects will attract each other because they have opposite charges. In the earlier activity, the two balloons rubbed with a cloth in the same way repel each other when there are places near each other. They repel or push each other away because they have the same charge. Therefore, objects of the same charge repel each other. When we jump on a trampoline, our hair is rubbed against the trampoline. The negative charges from our hair moves to the trampoline. Our hair becomes positively charged. The strands of hair repel each other because they all have the same charge. Therefore, this makes our hair stand. In the previous activity, we also see that the small pieces of paper are attracted to the plastic comb that was used in combing our dry hair. The rough plastic comb was charged, but the pieces of paper were not. Therefore, charged objects can attract neutral objects. Will this happen if we had used the comb on wet hair? Let's know more. Static electricity can build up in clouds. This can cause a very big spark to form between the clouds and the ground. This spark is what we know as lightning.